Welcome to our video, where we discuss the fascinating world of Tesla, its potential to skyrocket its stock price for well-known investor Cathie Wood, and the upcoming release of the much-anticipated Cybertruck. In 2023, Tesla's stock is expected to soar to new heights. The Cybertruck represents the most significant development in automotive engineering over the past half-century. The stock price's influence on this engineering marvel has the potential to enable many Tesla investors to retire within a few months. Come along with us as we examine the data and production and delivery rates to find out if the Cybertruck can send Tesla shares hurtling toward the moon. Strap yourself in and get ready for an amazing adventure into the world of Tesla stock prices 2023. But first, allow me to see if you clicked the like and subscribe buttons. If you did, you could have already seen Cathie a few times on our channel. Renowned investor Cathie Wood is the CEO of ARK Invest, which owns a sizable portion of Tesla. In the past, she has been a strong advocate for Tesla and its cutting-edge technology, even speculating that its stock would hit $3,000 by 2025. Thus, it is not surprising that Cathie sees the Cybertruck as having a favorable effect on the price of Tesla's shares. Cathie expressed her interest in the cyber vehicle during an interview. She said that her team has examined every angle and metric, and the outcomes have exceeded previous forecasts by a wide margin. She also talked about the notorious tug-of-war between the F-150 and the Cybertruck. Elon tested Ford's most popular pickup truck, the F-150, against the Cybertruck in a now-viral video, as one might expect. The Cybertruck emerged victorious in the competition, thanks to Tesla's amazing engineering. According to Cathie, the F-150, which has dominated the pickup market for several decades, will face serious competition from the Cyber vehicle. As such, if you reside in one of the more active states or are from the Midwest, you should definitely consider purchasing a Cybertruck. The manner in which Cathie thinks that Tesla's stock will rise in the near future due to the technological advancements made in the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck will reset the price of Tesla shares, and this excitement will rely on whether or not Tesla decides to match produce and launch it in 2023. These are the main causes of the record high prices in Tesla stock, and they should stay there as long as the Cybertruck is manufactured in large quantities and orders continue to come in. Let's examine production and delivery data for 2023 and 2024 to see if the Cybertruck can propel Tesla shares into orbit. Tesla has not yet lowered pricing by the required 10% to bring the average price of the Model S and Model X down to $100,000. Despite the fact that doing so would generate $8.6 billion in sales, our yearly income under this strategy is more than $30 billion. I applied the same 10% discount to both the Strategy 3 and the Model I. The average sales prices that resulted were $45,000 for the Model 3 and $50,000 for the Model I. Despite purposefully lowering prices by 14% in the first quarter to generate a net income of more than $1.2 billion for the Model 3 in the second quarter, Tesla was still able to generate an operational profit of $15.41 in Q4 2022. I calculated a 12 for a total of more than $3.6 billion, and an additional 12 for net earnings exceeding $6.3 billion. After estimating the 15% operating margin for the second half, I moved on to the years where the Cybertruck really hurts the stock price, which are 2025 to 2027. Cybercars finally hit the market in significant numbers in 2023, but only 3000 will be manufactured because it's easy to make a prototype but difficult to mass produce them. I would be happy if 3000 were produced by 2023, and I learned that the going rate is $55,000 to be safe. We had a total revenue of $156 to $162 million in the first year of the Cybertruck. This is a pretty good margin, but I do think there is at least 20%, probably closer to 25 to 30%. Still, this estimate shows that, being cautious, things are at 20% and a $55,000 rate. We will have a total net income of almost $11.3 billion in 2023, $1 billion less than in 2022. A recession year, after total revenue of over $92.5 billion and an operating margin of 12.2%. Those are some pretty good numbers, and things would get even crazier if we added the semi. But for simplicity, we won't because we can produce 50,000 Cybertrucks by 2024. The average cost of a small vehicle will help, but the semi will be even more useful. because it costs only $150,000. Unlike any other pickup truck, this one can be produced on a mass scale, and it will increase Tesla's overall earnings per share net income of $20 billion on sales of $132 billion if they are able to boost margins by. Or Key 4 has historically averaged 12% growth. Just the energy sector is expected to create a 15% margin, which on revenue of $7.5 billion would yield a profit of almost $1 billion. If I had to guess, Tesla's energy operating margin has been somewhere between 12 and 10% during the past 3 quarters. I anticipate the market will either be in a bull or bear phase. All 2.5 million vehicles produced in 2024 will be eligible for rebates with a total of $150 billion in revenue and $25 billion in net income. My projection of $11.5 billion in revenue and a 16% margin of profits reaching over $1.8 billion in profit is ludicrous. Additionally, I assume a reduction in the number of outstanding shares from 3.2 billion to 3.3 billion. When you take a step back and examine Tesla's grand scheme, you'll notice that it's a big web of cunning and money-making machines. This is true on both the energy side and the FSD side. So let's utilize those figures. From Cathie's perspective on the cyber vehicle, how many shares would you need to own in order to retire early if the stock price rises to $461 by 2024? Theoretically, this could be accomplished by saving up a lump sum of money and spending it gradually over a number of years. It will just depend on how long you plan to live at the retiree. For example, let's say you want to retire early at age 40 and plan to live until you're about 80. Studies show that a person living in a high-cost country like the United States requires at least $4,000 per month to survive. Therefore, we need $4,000 per month for the rest of our lives to retire early. $4,000 a month would cost $48,000 a year. Multiplying that amount by 12 and adding 40 years to the total cost would be $1,920,000. For the sake of simplicity, let's use $2 billion. In the event that $2 million is the magic number, we would require 4,339 Tesla shares, which would have cost approximately $700,000 at the time of recording. Although the price may seem high, that may be a little early, as the market expects 6.6 million deliveries by 2030. Let's quickly review. After touring the Tesla Austin facility, Sandy Monroe revealed some fascinating advancements in the company's long-term strategy. Monroe asserted that Tesla's creative approach to cost analysis and car design will enable it to maintain its market leadership and generate enormous profits. If the Cybertruck prediction comes true, you would have more than doubled your money in less than a year. I'm not sure about you, but I think that sounds rather fantastic. According to her firm, Cathie believes this stuff and literally puts her money where her mouth is. According to public disclosures from ARK Investments, as of December 31, 2021, the company held roughly 12.8 million shares of Tesla Incorporated across its various investment funds. This amount represented roughly 7% of all shares outstanding of Tesla at the time, which was 2 years ago. As of right now, ARK Innovation ETF has purchased 145,000 shares of Tesla for a publication. If Cathie is confident in her investing decisions and is still building up her Tesla stock holdings, perhaps you should consider doing the same. Of course, those decisions will still belong to you, so make sure to conduct thorough research and make wise investments. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in future.